Since I was little, my mother has always said, "When I die quickly. So, I won't bother anyone." We sisters had doubts about her strategy of getting attention by saying things that make children feel uneasy. Not everyone chooses how to die. On the contrary, the children thought that no matter how they died, it could happen to anyone. In our family, we often discussed the form of our parents' funeral and our views on life and death. Mom went to the hospital regularly and got medicine for her chronic condition. One of my only two sisters lives in a foreign country. So if something happens to my parents, my sister is the only one who can respond on the spot. The two of us had discussed our preparedness in advance. Every year I returned to Japan, my mom seemed to shrink smaller each time I saw her. I started to feel uneasy about her forgetfulness and behavior, so I consulted with her older sister and took her to a dementia outpatient clinic. But the results were negative. We were relieved, but now I think she had cancer around that time. Some people become less sensitive to pain as they age. So there must be some people who don't notice it. It may have been a mild cold. She has been in bed for a few days, and my father, who is 5 years older than my mom, is taking care of her. She keeps sleeping after sleep without eating. When my sister visits our mom and dad, she sees her mother, who is weakened. So, she calls an ambulance. And I have bought a plane ticket to Japan. The doctor's diagnosis is gallbladder cancer and other organ weakness. The cancer seems to have started when her behavior became strange. The doctor says that the surgery would prolong life for 3 months. And 1.5 months without surgery. Mom used to tell us about what she wished for after she died. Her funeral should be simple and inexpensive. List of people who we should contact for her death. The sisters listened to her casually, but the family's consciousness became one every time I discussed this topic. When I arrived in Japan, I saw my mom at the hospital. She was conscious. She was grateful for the many people who visited her. When tea time came, she was happy to have the tea. At that point, the doctor informed me of the deadline for life, which is 1 month. Life-prolonging surgery was never an option, partly because of my mother's wish. At that point, everyone in the family was prepared. The hospital started palliative care from that point on and helped our mom die peacefully. They did nothing mainly, but they gave her regular IV fluid. Watching my mom emaciated. My sister and I agreed that humans would become like a cocoon when they stopped taking food and water. Come to think of it, my cat was getting old, and at the end of the day, I remembered that I gave the cat an IV drip every day for 4 months, and I thought that all living things go through the same way. I was her caretaker, but I could not give her any medications or feed her. A couple of things that I could be wiping her face and combing her hair. I had been away from Japan for 30 years. So I decided to make up the time of absence and stay with my mom until the end. They gave me a private bedroom for a caretaker for a month. As she had hoped, there were no painful and futile life-prolonging treatments in her lifetime. IV dripped day after day, and Mom kept breathing. What can you do for the people who are dying soon? Both of us sisters heard that their ear works until the end. So we decided to make the palliative care room just like our home that used to be. We would talk just like we did when we got together in our early days. Since I have time, I mainly stay in my mother's private room. My sister has arranged a pattern of spending time with her in her mother's room after work. Her grandchildren also have started visiting here, and I order meal delivery service for everyone. Streaming mom's favorite music and programs on the iPad. We've created a casual atmosphere and enjoyed telling her about 30 years of memories of my sister and mine. I spent a month with my sister and mom like this. When you die, you and the circumstances of those around you change as well. It took me about a month to accept the reality. I'm no longer sad after the first 2 weeks. Sad but not sad. She is getting ready to leave, so we have no choice but to let her go. I'm not too sad because I'll see her again soon. I say to my sister that I've reached that age too. And I also realize that the death of a person is actually a matter of the person left behind. I must come to some closure so I don't have any regrets. My relatives and friends visited mom and me during my hospital stay. We ate sushi and had fun talking and joking all time. I ate my mom's favorite cake in front of her. I ate all her favorite food in the end. That way, I could deliver an ending that lived up to the hopes she had expressed while she was alive. She has been in a coma for a long time and could not get any IVs anymore. All I could whisper in her ear is, "Sorry, and thank you." I feel like I took her by the hand and led her under the rainbow bridge the last month. Something like that. She had a calm final look. I felt her soul soaring at her funeral. When we saw her grave at the time of burial, the wind blew past us. She was able to cross over. Those left behind feel that way to contain their hearts. But it's a necessary spiritual ritual. My mother, with good intentions, told her family her wishes for her death from a young age. The children didn't like their mother's habit of seeking attention. I want to go as naturally as possible whenever it comes to the topic. My mom's words of wishes. They came true on the appropriate occasion. It's important to tell someone what you need. You need to do it even though it may sound annoying. Losing a parent may be painful and sad, but it's just natural. To avoid being shocked, it is better to be prepared to die and be ready to live. Then, life may go more smoothly. My mom showed me by setting an example. It is essential always to check your intentions. The bond between my sister and me got stronger and more profound. It's a souvenir from my mom. Also, I notice another gift from her. She gave me a moment to fill the 30 years I was away from Japan. She gathered my family, relatives, and friends to catch up on my missed time. That's the true gift from her.